Alrighty guys, welcome back to another very sweaty video. As you can tell, this is much different than any video we've ever done, unless you're brand new to the channel, in which case you'd have absolutely no idea. But essentially, just for newbies, or explain like you're a 2-year-old, we were a 5-man League of Legends team making content on like different team comps, like 5 snipers, 5 assassins, etc., etc. We kind of realized that there are just not enough good ideas that exist. We would spend hours a week between all of us just like brainstorming, and it came to the decision that, you know, we don't want this channel to like die. We don't want to stop doing this because we are all friends. We like want to hang out together, but there's, you know, like playing 4 enchanters and funneling a Iron 4 Jace main, like that's just not fun, you know? So it's like, you know, on top of that, like we'll have to try. If we try to funnel 2 grand, it takes like maybe 3 or 4 attempts just to get 10 kills. So anyway, sorry, I can't help it, dude. I have an illness. I can't help but play.
Even on the podcast, he's getting fucking roasted.
Brand new podcast. Brand new. And first thing, not even 2 minutes in. Guys, welcome to the new Sluts video. Boom, 2 grand. Nah, get out.
We're literally not. We're like a minute and a half in. Okay, but on a real note. So we were struggling to come up with enough ideas to bring you guys consistent content that not only did we enjoy, but we know that you guys would enjoy too. It's hard because, like, you know, we're both at filthy 1 tricks. Like we can't just do playing our 1 tricks in Iron or Challenger. It's just, yeah. So this is going to be the new transition moving into August and beyond of 2023. We're going to be just hanging out like our big group of friends, 4 Challenger 1 tricks and a Diamond Jace main. So it should be, I think you guys are going to love this. I feel like we have a really good synergy, and I want to talk about all the current trending topics, juicy dramas, weird balance updates from none other than Riot Freak himself. Yeah, so I guess that's the intro, talking about what's going on, and let's just get right into it. Does anyone have any remarks for the viewers before we get into it?
I was ranked 19th already. I was already ranked 19th, just saying.
Dude, I was ranked
early season grinding.
Dude, I was ranked 4 on the first day of the first split. So what does that even tell you?
Just say that was 195 LP, ranked 19th. I got photos, pictures, guys. I am not that bad at League of Legends.
He took photos.
I took photos. On a camera. I don't want to get no more else. There's nowhere else. Only W.
I was Diamond 4, but ranked 19.
All right. I was grinding. I was 1 game away from GM. I'm a good player.
All right. So first topic we have at hand, boys. What are your guys' overall thoughts on 2v2 Arena now that it's been a month since it's released? I think we'll start with Fogged and Body, since you guys are the ones that have like been completely obsessed with it the entire time. So Fogged, what do you think like about the game, its future, etc.? Like the beginning, the middle, and the end.
So I think the 2v2 Arena mode is phenomenal. Literally one of the best modes added for League of Legends. I don't care. Like I see random YouTube or Reddit comments saying like, dude, I love Nexus Blitz, or, oh, I love Dominion. Let's be honest. Dominion was it was full of bots leveling to 30. Same with Twisted Tree Line. Same with all the other modes. But like Arena, legit, some of the most fun I've ever had. I'm a TFT player as well. So like the fact that they've added augments in it to enhance or like make every game different, even if you play the same character every time, which, by the way, as a 1 trick in Summoner's Rift, I made it a purpose of mine to like literally play a different champion every single time, and I've never had more fun in League. Infinite combo, like if you think about it, there are infinite combos between the 160 champs.
Yeah,
in
and
League.
like 70
Dude,
augments.
Like when I was watching your stream and you're doing Samira with Blade Waltz, like this shit looks so fun. Like it looked like a blast, man. Like you're just playing random stuff and enjoying the game.
Yeah,
like you can do random.
There's easily, I think, according to my math, there's millions of different combos between champions and augments and builds. Like, Sasuke, give us the exact math. We all know you can do it.
By multiplying 170, and 90 odd. Not just joking. I got no idea, bro.
you know what? It's because you don't have your Islander accent currently. If you use that, you could accomplish.
I went to New York
anything.
for a bit, so I'm
he's
American
talking like
now.
a New Yorker.
Hello, everyone. I even met Body. Post a picture on Twitter.
Wait
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah.
We had a Korean
That
barbecue.
was the cutest photo ever.
That's sick. That's sick. Well, yeah, Body. I mean, you're the Body. I think is like. How do we put this? Bonnie's like one of like the lottery winners of this new game. Well, not even. It's
real.
just yeah. Go on.
Beautiful, everything, man. He's fucking stud
I
muffin.
definitely am.
Yeah, I think good timing, spamming, no lifing, and all that stuff. What do you think about 2v2 Body? Do you enjoy it?
Dude, I fucking love it, man. It saved League of Legends for me, man. Like, League was getting so stale. I was getting so bored and depressed just playing it all day, every day. But now that 2v2 is out, like I'm a big TFT fan as well, so like having all these augments that are like similar to TFT in League is like so sick to me. There's like all these infinite possibilities, and as a content creator, this is like a dream come true. Like so much more fresh new content instead of just the same like boring builds over and over, you know?
Yeah, and do you
Look at his
guys?
body language. Like, look at that body language. Like, he's smiling.
Well,
he's having a good. Like, as
He's
soon as
like
he said
relaxed
League-
and shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's
Like, look at his smile. God damn.
he's slumped though. I thought that means he's depressed.
But no.
This
As
is
soon as
just
you
how
brought
I-
up
this is
League
just
of
how I
Legends,
sit, man. I'm chilling.
dude, he was depressed when you were like, "Hey guys, we got a sweat video to do." He was like, "Fuck,
Oh
I
my-
don't want to do a 5v5."
Yeah, dude.
I remember that.
podcast, bro. Instant dimples and everything. This guy was in cloud nine. Come on.
Bro, I remember last time we were gonna record a 5v5 video after like 2-3 weeks of 2v2. I just started writing it down. I was like, I'm not playing this game.
He was like, "I'm not in the mood, guys.
There was
can we
like no
just-
dopamine at all. Everyone was just bored as fuck,
Yeah.
like sad as hell.
I think my
Arm,
stream
bro.
hours went from like 120 hours a month, and now it's like over 200.
Jesus. Yeah, I bet it feels like less work too because you're like actually having fun, right?
It's just like it's getting new duos all the time. I play with my wife. I play with my best friend. I play with other streamers. Played a couple with Body. I played some with you. Played some with 2 Grand. Even though Jesus, hold on.
I'm so
Yeah, I
sorry.
love how,
man.
like,
man.
it
SRO
incentivizes you
and-
to like play with your friends and other content creators.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like they should make a normal though? Do you guys feel
No,
like the rank?
no.
You're
It's all. Here's the thing: like they keep the elo system, and that's okay. Like you're your rank because you play how you want to.
Yeah.
But if they introduce like normal mode or whatever, it's just I feel like it's gonna create
Tryhards
it's gonna create tryhards and toxic whatever in normals.
It also cuts the player base too, like to like 2 different
Yeah,
modes
okay.
within the
I was
same
afraid
mode.
of that though. Yeah, I was afraid of that. It's like because a lot of people just want to chill. They don't want to see that ranking and stuff like that, and that's why I was asking because I know sometimes new game modes come out. It's that people are scared to play ranked, right? It's that what's that word that people are like afraid to play ranked? Yeah, rank anxiety. Yeah. So I just thought that might shy some people away, and that's why maybe a normal game mode, might help it out a little bit more.
Yeah, I think right now it's really chill because there's no publicly displayed rank, which means that like the people that get anxious about rank don't have to worry about like, oh my god, I like my friends are looking at my profile and they see I'm like iron and I hate my life and all that stuff that like you have with rank. So people don't even play rank because they're afraid of like being low elo. So like a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of our viewers in general are like that too. Sometimes, They're like, "Oh man, I'm iron. How do I climb?" Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
They have like the number system, but it's like it's really easy to climb in 2v2. It's just how much time you spend.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like it rewards you.
Okay.
I've seen people who are legit like silver 10 seasons in League, like Summoner's Rift, but they're gladiator in this new mode because one, they're probably more inspired. Maybe legit they just can't CS for their life or look at their minimap, but then they actually play the game well, so they like get to actually play.
They get the mechanics, but they lack everything else. You need to play Summoner's Rift and
Like
climb.
I played with a Silver 4 Urgot, and I looked him up before the round because I was like, I was just kind of curious what's going on here. I saw his name, and it was like, Weenie Hut Jr., and I was like, oh, Jesus, I'm playing with a 10-year-old. He ended up popping off and showing me some new tricks. He went Master of Duality, Urgot and had like 2,000 attack damage because
Jesus.
he could toggle it on and off.
Oh.
The W. So,
Wait,
yeah.
that's sick. Little Timmy has a chance to shine.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, a silver
Little
4
Timmy.
player can climb up. Like it's the game knowledge.
Makes sense.
But I don't know. I feel like they need to rework the augments a little bit because like that no scope thing, where it gives you the extra range, that you get that on almost
was
any
busted.
range. Yeah, that's busted. Like
I think they're doing a really good job like balancing the game mode so far.
Yeah.
Like if you've seen the patch notes, like everything that's like really broken, everyone's complaining about, they are like nerfing, adjusting.
Yeah, we're only a month in. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what blows my mind. Like
I've
they're
already
actually
seen like
taking
3
care of
different
it.
like patch notes.
Yeah, I saw Heimerdinger, all that stuff. Like it's nice. Like yeah.
Well, and then meanwhile, like I've never had more fun playing League, and now I'm like going into full degen mode, going to Korea with Body, and we're both like just gonna no life. Like
solo
ranked,
queues.
the exact opposite of happiness. No, I'm just kidding. It's gonna be so fun.
Only fun if when.
Yes.
Isn't that every NA player though? They go to Korea and they're like super
Aww.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah. I asked them about to bring me
Oh,
blueberries.
so cute.
Aw.
Okay.
Dude.
Anyways, what was I about to say? Oh, I was like, yo,
I
yeah, isn't like every NA player before they go to Korea, they're like super excited, like, wow,
Yeah.
Korean solo queue. And then like 2 days later, they're like this, they're like dead as hell. Like, yeah, guys, we're playing solo queue again.
Oh my
I don't know
God.
if you guys remember, but when the Koreans came over here to play on NA, they were like, "No, I don't want to play on NA. So bad, so
they didn't
bad.
like it.
They're
They
Dragon
hated
Slayers.
it, man.
They
This
only care
Faker
about
literally had like a
dragons."
47% win rate his first like week in an A.
Dude.
He's like, "I hate it here." Yeah.
This wasn't even a talking point, but I just want to mention this because it's such a funny story. Dude, when Faker came to NA for Worlds and we like found out his OPGG, Body and I spent 2 weeks straight on our like D1 accounts that like, the Riot, because Riot gives you these accounts that you start off in D1 instead of low elo because like you're a pro, you don't need to start
You don't
in
need
gold.
to grind through that hell.
Yeah, so we spent 2 weeks straight refreshing his OPGG and his match history from like 8 p.m. until 6 a.m. And we sniped him 3 times, but dude, all I'll say is other than the fact that he had like a 45% win rate after like 40, 50 games, which is hilarious, but he was literally, I think he had 60 ping too because he was in California. He is literally by far the best player I've ever played with in my entire life, and it's not even close. Like played against like Shaden and freaking all these other like former rank 1 challenger players. Dude, it's such a joke. Everyone's a joke compared to him.
His macro is on a different level.
You can just feel
He
the
started shot
difference,
calling
huh?
his team with pings. Like I actually I dumpstered him in laning phase, and then he actually like had the most sick like comeback just from his macro.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I remember
That's
playing
fucking-
against him. I was playing Elise one time, and I was jungle main at the time. It was like season 5 or 6 or something, and he was in NA, and I was playing Elise, and I switched. He was playing Asol. I switched to human form to cocoon him, and just the way he moved when I fired that cocoon had nothing to do with an NA player. It was like the first time I experienced that, and then I died because I didn't land the cocoon. So
Yeah.
he's definitely on another level, 100%.
Yeah,
No
good.
questions asked.
Totally.
Yeah.
Dude, what a legend, man.
He moves like a scripture.
Vog, you ever played against a Korean pro? You did when last Worlds, right, for a little bit, but not Faker.
I never went against. I always played mornings, but and most pros play at night.
Right, that makes
But
sense.
yeah, so I never went against any of the traveling pros that come to NA for Worlds or anything.
Right. It's fun getting humbled when they just completely like smack and clap your cheeks apart. But yeah, just a fun little thing. So this is a fun, amazing topic that Saskia and Body decided to word. Yep. It's the one that you guys highlight in the chat. You know what? Saskia, why don't you read it out loud? Since I'm not going to say it in the second person.
Okay. The question is will Prof, ladies and gentlemen, when he goes to Korea, get past whatever elo you want it to be, gold, emerald, platinum, or diamond, aka will he make it to even master tier? That is the question. 2 grand, take it away. You have experience
Bro,
in
I
master.
honestly think Prof is gonna mental boom I think he's not even going to make it past Emerald. I'm sorry, dog. I love you and all. I've known you since season 2. I've known you since. I love you. I love you. You're a homie. But bro, I know that mental, and I know these Koreans are gonna go clap some cheeks. The junglers are not gonna gank for you. You're gonna say, "That's prof. I ain't gonna fucking do it." You know, and you're just gonna be like, "I'm done. I'm going to the club. Body, come with me."
Hey. Oh, look. All I can look. Here's my credentials. I'm gonna appeal to the court. I was 650 LP last season, which is 1,000 LP this season equivalent because of the inflation. I have no idea what I'm doing macro-wise, but it's all about fighting, right? In Korea, allegedly. I'm having Malice coach me. I haven't messaged Fog, but I guess this is my way of messaging him. I'm going to have Fog coach me. I'm going to hire him as well. Bro, I'm talking like 7 hours a week I'm gonna get coached by
he's
taking it more legit than I thought. Okay,
all that coaching and he's still not gonna make master.
Hey, listen. Do you not hear me? 1,000 LP equivalent. That's pretty good.
Abuse. I'm pretty sure you do abuse.
You can't duo abuse. It hasn't been a thing in like 3 years.
You kind of figure out a way, you know. Hey guys, let's queue up at the same time.
1K NA, like Iron 4 Korea.
1, 2, 3, go. Dude, I think it's funny that I think this is a topic for later, but like the fact that all these like streamers are coming to NA and like hitting Challenger. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But my dog is barking, so I might have to.
Everybody's going everywhere though. Like,
wait, Body's going too, right?
Yeah.
Wait, Body, what elo do you think you'll get to?
At minimum Grandmaster, but I want to try to get Challenger.
Okay.
Azir's in a good spot though,
Azir's in a good spot. He's like the best he's felt in like 5-6 years or whatever. I think I can do it easily, actually.
Guys, I'll be keep going on. I have to be right back in 1 minute.
You're good. Okay. But I swear, like if I went to Korea, 100% Masters, easy. You know, 100%. I'm telling you.
I feel like all I just hear is Cope right now.
Dude, I'm saying it like legit. Like if they just fight. And like my junglers are gonna be like, dude, they play for Jace in Korea. In NA they don't. NA they're like, oh, NA Jace main. No. You know, but in Korea they're like,
figure out your NA, then they won't play for you.
I think junglers are smarter in Korea in general in terms of like playing for certain carries. Because like in NA, I swear it's like 100% of junglers were like, okay, I'm automatically playing for bot lane. I could be like Trinmer versus freaking Jax, and we both have Ignite. And he's like, you know what? It's a bot lane angle.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Whoever gets first blood in the top lane
game I had last night.
Yeah. Dude,
I had Shaco jungle like gank our top lane like 3 times. It was a Malphite. Like gank top 3 times before Malphite was even level 6, and they went like 0-5 in the first like few minutes of the game. I'm just like, why do you keep ganking top lane here, man? It makes no sense. We have like Zyra Khan bot lane to play for, Azir mid with ults, and this guy is just like nonstop ganking for a Malphite with no ult.
But you're also getting these early game like Nidalee jungles in Korea that actually know how to play it, you know. And
there's like a lot more Nidalees and like Lee Sins, more like high mechanical champs.
And that's what I'm saying is like they know how to play in path like for a laner, you know, and stuff like that. And that's why it'd be so nice to play top lane over there. Like over there, it'd just be so nice to get like that 1-2v2 top lane fight where you're like junglers full clearing the Krug still, and you're like, come on, man, like just come top, get off your Krugs,
dude. I will say, I don't know what it is in like the air in NA solo queue or just in general. No one ever helps top lane, dude. It's like we don't exist, man. And like they'll be under your turret, 2 HP, and it's like, you know, I'm just gonna gank bot again.
Dude, no, that's not true. I play Vayne top, and the enemy jungler helps me all the time. He comes to my lane and kills me.
Yeah, enemy jungler. Yeah.
Enemy jungler.
Yeah.
I mean, if I saw $2,000 top lane, probably.
Oh, true. That is true. Yeah.
Bro, I've actually not liked in higher elo. I've learned like Hotboy Zereth was like, yo, man, I heard some stories about you. I was like, what are you talking about, man?
Dude, $2,000 types. I've seen $2,000 type to his team.
Like I'm a nice guy. I swear.
Wait, I can't picture you as toxic. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not toxic. I'm just like, yo, you guys all fucking suck. Stop.
it is League of Legends though. So like dude,
you like mildly flames.
Dude.
Yeah. And then I just like make sure to do Saskiel's new ping method. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh.
5.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You can always ping 24/7 if you do that. Set up the game.
Appreciate that a lot, man.
Dear God, I'll be right back one more time. Last time.
You're good. But
Damn, props out here with this
honestly,
dog.
like,
He's
Fog,
like,
what do you think? Like, if you played Trinamir in Korea, what do you think you would hit? Like, do you think Grandmaster, Challenger?
It depends how many games I play. Usually for Summer Shift, I play like 250, 300 games a season on like my main account. I'd probably get like Grandmaster, probably.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Like, as I said, I would love to see the sweats. What about you, Sauce? Vayne top?
me?
Yeah.
I'd probably play top for sure. I would pull up mostly Vayne, but I'll have to switch champions because Vayne's eventually gonna get banned or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think I can probably be GM for sure. Low GM for sure. Yeah, that's pretty fair.
I would love to just see the boys. The boys. That would be just like this. Yo, boys, let's fucking go. It's game time. And then like afterwards, we all go fucking out. That would be so sick. You know?
Fun, yeah.
Like, oh man, I can't wait for TwitchCon. That's what's going to be best. Is like when we all just, I think we were going to try to do some stuff like basketball stuff like that. That would be just. I can't wait.
I'll make some IRL content for TwitchCon.
Oh my God.
All right,
We get a basketball court.
Dude.
Yeah,
Are the tickets out yet, by the way?
You're actually going to hit. We just
Unreal.
asked everybody. Everybody's saying like Grandmaster. I'm saying Masters. What are you going to hit?
In
Gold?
Korea, I am 100% sure I will touch Challenger for one day and never want to play again.
Dude, I literally will
Okay.
go to your fucking place and give you the best time of your life if you
Dude.
get Challenger in Korea. I swear to the fucking gods.
Some incentive.
Dude, I'm not even trolling, and I think Akali's gonna get a buff in a few weeks because a skin has been leaked that she's gonna get next patch.
Another one?
Yeah, called Coven or
Yeah,
something.
What about Mundo, bro? It's been 1,700 days.
And then everyone loves playing Mundo.
It's been 2 weeks for Akali.
I mean, you gotta sell the Ubu skins. Actually, this is like Coven's like a dark skin, right? So.
Oh god, this guy goes. What about
Like Coven? Leak?
She had it Coven. But
It's leaked.
dude, my
He
puppy
leaked it.
is
He
gonna,
leaked it.
my puppy's
Yo,
gonna make
that's
me
not
go
the first
crazy.
Time he's leaked an Akali thing. Let's be real.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Dude, I literally like DM'd him as soon as I saw. I was like, dude, are you okay? Is everything okay? Like? I didn't talk to him for like a whole 2 years, and I saw that. I was like, dude, I'm sorry, man. I hope everything's all right.
Dude, oh my God. I guess I'll just tell the story since I'm sure like literally more than half the people watching this will have no idea what's going on. So, oh my God. Actually, my dog is screaming. I'll be right back for the last time. We'll talk about that in a minute.
This will not be the last time.
Yeah, no, 100. We might as well just bring the dog on his lap at this point. Like, holy,
for real.
man.
Just pet that dog.
Yeah, just pet the dog. The dog.
I think the next question on the list makes sense jumping into is Korea overhyped as a region? Because like we always talk about Korean solo queue being like the hype, like the crazy shit, you know what I mean? But is it really that much better? Because some people argue that EU is better than Korean solo queue or even NA. I've actually heard people say NA solo queue is better. What do you guys think about that topic?
Korean pros are just better in general, and plus a bunch of Chinese pros also play on Korea. So it's like by
The
that
competition's like way
alone,
higher there.
it's going to be competitive, more competitive. At least
mechanically,
at least at the very top of the ladder. Probably
Yeah.
Diamond, you won't feel difference, but
Yeah, I agree with that.
I would love to see how mechanically different people are. That's my one thing. That's why I would love to go to these regions and try it out. Is just to see mechanically how bad we are compared to these other. Because I don't get a chance to play against Faker. I'm not gonna lie. Like, hey, I'm a Masters player. I'm not. I play Jace, so my champion's fucking horrible to climb. But it would be so sick to see like my champion against. But it would be cool to see everybody against like the Korean Fiora. Like, how good is a Korean Fiora compared to an NA Fiora? I would love to see that and stuff like that. But I feel like mechanically, the Koreans, the Korean server would be so sick to see. But yeah,
I've been told like D1 players are like the equivalent of challenger players in NA, and when it comes to mechanics, like the one tricks that are stuck in D1 in Korea. But I'm not sure if that's true because I've never been to Korea myself. So
see,
yeah,
that's what I would love.
I
to
can see it. Like they're on really low ping.
Yeah,
true.
But like, what separates like diamond player from a challenger player is like the macro, in my opinion. Like, they're just like overall decision making, rather than like how they play the champs, like mechanically.
Oh, yeah, the tilt, the ego, like, oh, I got ganked 4 times. I'm done.
Yeah, that is well the mental.
Yeah.
Yep, nope.
Like,
For the game.
big
is
one for
done.
top lane is like a lot of top laners know like how to actually rotate when behind in higher elo ego. Whereas like, you play against, bronze through diamond, like low diamond top laner, and you beat them in lane and they'll just take it. They'll just like, oh, okay, I guess I just lost.
Yeah, they'll just stay in the lane. They'll literally just stay in the lane and just be like, all right, I'm just going to keep running at you. I'm going to keep doing this. That's it, They don't think, oh, wait, this would be a good time to rotate bot, or the dragon just spawned. Let me go to the dragon real quick. Get objectives for the team. No, yeah, I know that shit.
Okay, we're ready for the story. Dog has been put away. Got a nice giant toy. Anyways, doesn't matter. All right. So we were talking about the Akali leak. Is that what we were talking about? Has everyone heard about that? Like over here, I know you guys are all pretty OG. Sasuke, you didn't hear about that?
Yeah, he's
The Akali leak.
back in the day with Prof.
Okay, so
No.
So pretty much, Akali used to have like her Q was just like she threw out like a mark and then you'd auto.
And then you
it.
have to proc it. Yeah.
Like she had 3 dashes.
Ashes
yeah.
back in the day. Oh.
So when she got her VGU, like now she's like a hard champion. She went from like brain dead to hard. When they were planning that, Riot invited me over to.
No.
Yeah, they invited me over to make gameplay and like reveal the new champion rework, the new Akali rework.
Okay.
And it was like absolutely like especially back then, it was like the most mind-blowing opportunity. I'd only been doing YouTube for like 3 or 4 years, and like obviously I was like the face of Akali, because no one else really makes content on her. But yeah, so they decided that they were gonna let me reveal it. I was gonna be on the client on every region, like for my my reveal video. So I spent like literally 3 weeks straight editing it myself. And it was the day before the release. They were gonna like drop the trailer, the champion abilities, and then my video.
Yeah.
I put the video unlisted, right? The video's unlisted, so you can't see it anywhere publicly unless you have the link. Because the rioters wanted to see it, so I sent them an unlisted link. I messed up though because I put it in the playlists that I planned on having them in, but apparently, even though a video was not public, it shows up in your public playlist if it's unlisted.
Wow.
So some guy was randomly looking through my playlists at like 7 a.m., like 6 or 7 hours before the release.
Yeah.
And he posts it, and it spread like the craziest wildfire I've ever seen. Bro, I woke up to a Reddit post with like 20,000 upvotes. It had spread into like China and Korea like mad, and like,
wow.
Bro, and keep in mind, sorry, go on. You go.
I was gonna say, I was literally at my job. I was a painter at the time, painting, and I was like, randomly, I had a little bit. I checked Reddit, like League Reddit. I see Professor Akali big leak. Accidentally, like I was like, bro, hey man, on Skype. I literally messaged, yo, bro, are you all good?
bro, and like I was like a much different person back then. Like I was this like socially awkward, like no confidence, like little pudgy nerd, and like at the time when I had signed an NDA, so like not say anything, like I have to go by their rules, show everything when they tell me to. So I was convinced that they were going to sue me and like take my house away. Because like in theory, like they definitely could have won that. They would have won that if they did. So bro, it was like the worst day. It had been the worst day of my life at that point. And like it had, bro, I made a video like saying, like apologizing to Riot and the Akali mains. I was like tearing the fuck. I was like literally crying. I cut that, but it was pretty obvious. It was the most obscenely stressful day of my life up to that point. And then happy ending. The League of Legends Reddit responds to my like apology post in Akali mains, saying like, "Don't worry, we understand mistakes happen, and we're not going to sue you. And then, so that was a happy ending. But the last thing I'll say, like no cap, no conspiracy theory. I'm not some hippie or anything like that like believes in all those. But like, it's very interesting that after the Akali leak, my rework leak, I swear to God, 20 out of the last 21 champion releases / reworks have all been leaked, because I'm telling you, the amount of exposure on Reddit, these like articles, was just obscene from that leak. And I think Riot like maybe just decided like, we're just gonna leak everything from now on, or there actually is like a rat at Riot. Either way.
So you think they're taking advantage of the leaks because they learned from what you did, and they're like, "Oh, this is really good."
No, literally, I do believe that.
Okay.
I really do.
Akali before that rework was just not a popular champion, and then because of that leak, because of the rework, became literally one of the most popular champions, and then included in stuff like KDA in the future too.
Yeah.
Didn't ASOL get leaked and stuff like that? The new ASOL leak, holy moly!
Like everything these days.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, but that's what people.
Everything. Everything.
That's how we're kind of wired as humans. I feel like it's like, oh, we have a set date, like this is gonna be, and then like if you get a little bit earlier, you're like, oh my god, I got to see it first.
Yup.
Like that,
no, literally.
You put leak in the title, and they'll like just click it, man. Like,
yeah.
No, literally. It's
like picture 2v2 got leaked, like right away. Oh my god.
Dude, yeah. I mean, like, well, I feel like Riot's made so many pretty bad decisions to the point where like less people in general like really care about League of Legends than like in the West. But like, yeah, I mean, even then, like relative to the people that play now, it would have been massive if like there's like a 2v2 video with like, you know, you have like the double ult augment on like Annie or something. Like, what the heck is going on?
Oh man.
But yeah,
but
so
RuneScape did something cool. They let people, you know, go to the headquarters and play fight against the
Desert Treasure 2 bosses.
Yeah, all that stuff. It's so sick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that's what I wish Riot would do, you know. It's like,
yeah.
Hey, new 2v2 game mode come out, you know, like bring in the big streamers, bring in the big, you know, and like let's, you know, that would be so sick to see. You know, like you see all your favorite streamers do it, you know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I had a pretty big part in them not doing it anymore. And like I really do hate to say it, because like back in 2018, 2019, I'd be invited to go to Riot like once or twice a year to like try new stuff. And like everything, then COVID happened, and like that was their valid excuse. But then, you know, I don't really know what the status is with 2019. Like I don't know what the status is of COVID anymore. I'm not going to get into that, but like, yeah, they still haven't really like invited anyone back to do anything.
Sounds like they're just COVID of you, man. That's it. No, I'm just kidding.
No, they're like, but like they're not really like, they don't bring anyone in to do these reveals anymore. Anyways, have we talked about Korea being overhyped as a region? Or
we kind of did. Yep.
Okay, did we talk about the Baus ruining game? Well, not ruining, but like we talk about that. All right.
No.
So this is a very fun topic for me. I even talk about this with like my friends who used to play, but obviously we all know who the Baus is, but I'll explain for in case you have no idea. He's a popular EU West streamer who got famous for playing intentionally feeding Sion, where he abuses the fact that Sion can wave clear really well. His ult destroys towers quickly. Fog, can you give a quick TLDR of Inting Sion since you're smarter?
So the reason why Inting Sion is like so good is because Sion as a champion has infinite scaling with his W and with items in the game that like can scale off of the infinite health with like Titanic Hydra or Sunfire Cape, Demonic, you know, all this stuff, Stone Plate, anything that scales with like max HP, Sion's insane. So Sion, one of the biggest reasons why you can die on Sion and not fall behind is because the passive can clear the entire minion wave, and if your opponent tries to contest the passive does so much damage you could kill the other player. And also your death timer starts when the passive gets procced. Like when you die, the passive gets procced, not at the end of the passive.
Right.
So like honestly, like you know, if I were, you know, helping Riot try to, you know, balance some things, maybe buff, maybe Sion's tankiness, and then nerf the, make it so the death timer starts at the end of the passive. Yeah, that's what I do. But
that makes sense.
It's essentially why it's like so good. It's because like you'll never miss waves. You'll permanently stack HP just by CSing, and then you'll always be strong later in the game, even against stuff like Vayne, because you can go like lethality.
And the demolish procs too, right? Like you pretty much just like you go up to the wave and like take a plate, and then you clear the next wave with your zombie, so then they can't take a plate in exchange, and then you ult back to lane and you teleport back. So it's like you keep taking these, because a plate is like almost it's almost worth an entire kill. So like you're getting you're getting half a kill's worth of advantage and losing nothing, right? So
and you're scaling.
Oh yeah, and you scale.
And on top of it too, though, is active items, Heartsteel, Ghostblade, anything. It's still used in passive too,
right?
Which is so dumb. Like
right.
So, back in the day, Prowler's Claw. Remember Prowler's Claw? You just see the Sion, and you're like, oh well, I guess I get punched to death. Cool, a new set move. Cool, nice. Yeah, it's so dumb, man.
It is.
Oh, I'm so mad. I hate that champion. I hate that champion.
So you might be a little bit more on the opposite side of me then if you hate that champion. But I'm curious. So I think it was T1, Tyler 1, mentioned that he says some crazy things. Obviously, it's Tyler 1. I think he mentioned that he thinks that the Baus, and I might be misquoting this, should be like banned or permanently banned for playing Inting Sion. Even though it has gotten the Baus challenger every season, he is in the top 0.01% of player base. Because it's causing other people to mimic him, and because it is not fun to play against. If you're like, say you're like little Timmy in the mid lane, and then now the enemy Irelia has 10 kills because the Baus wannabe is fucking 0 and 10, and now you have to deal with that as like a 0 and 0 Ahri. Like it's not fun to play against a very fed top laner for sure. But
that's the one that infinity skills.
Yeah, I want to say how unfun it was to play with all the the Baus wannabes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They just like don't have the macro he has, like the decision making he had. So every single time I'd get like a Sion as my top laner in solo queue, they would just die 10 times
and do nothing.
Get nothing done on the map, and then we just lose because their top laner is so fed. They're like out of inhib at 15 minutes. That's no fun.
Especially if you see the ones going AD just randomly, like they don't know like when to go tank and when not to, and then they're just like, oh, I go collector every game, and then they're like 0-20. You're just like, bro, like come on, man, stop.
So you guys do have a lot of like personal attachment to this topic. So here is my question. We're gonna go one by one, and like feel free to like chime in or whatever. Do you guys think that the Baus should be banned for this strategy, even though it is a strategy that has gotten he's gotten to challenge with like every season? Or is it not about attacking the Baus? It's not about him doing anything wrong. Is it about the fact that Riot Games needs to balance it if they want to get rid of it? So I think we'll start with Saskia on this one. What do you think? Should the Baus be banned, or is it on Riot, or is it both?
Well, there's two ways to view this topic, right? Like, he's inting a lot, but clearly he's winning games and everything, right? Like, how do you find a way to not ban these individual players doing it? Because according to their system, if they see you're like 0-20 or whatnot, right, they're gonna ban you. Mm-hmm. But in this case, if Baus is constantly climbing a challenger and some of his viewers are also climbing too, like, how do you find that balance, right? So personally, I don't think people should be banned for attempting to do the strategy. But then the next question would be, how would you find a balance to not banning these players who's actually doing it? You know what I mean? So I don't really know how they would approach that. But personally, I don't think the playstyle should be banned. And even if you're trying to replicate it and you're failing, I don't think you should be banned because you're practicing, right? So right. I don't really know how they would approach that, but that's my overall thoughts on it.
So added question. It's going to sound very silly because it's just a video game. What are your thoughts on the morality of the strategy? Do you think from like a moral team game, do you think that there is anything inherently wrong with playing Inting Sion? Or is it more so like practice it in normals. Don't you dare be an idiot in my rank game. Like, at least make it worth it. Like, what are your thoughts?
Think about this.
Mhm.
Just think about this. You are playing ADC right now, Saskia. Your
Okay.
top laner right now is 0-5 in 10 minutes. What is your like?
Well, let's
idea?
add
Like,
some
you're
spice.
playing-
Add some spice. It's a enemy Akali top. Your bot lane. You have to
Yes.
deal with a 10-0 Akali.
Yeah.
All right, now explain the morality of
in a
this.
high GM game. A high GM game.
I would definitely not enjoy that at all because it doesn't follow the traditional quote unquote League of Legends gameplay. From a moral standpoint, I feel like you shouldn't be playing it, even if you can get really high elo with it. I guess playing with it is not really enjoyable, but I would like to throw in this note. I'm a Vayne top player. I love playing against Sions. Please give me all the Sions in the world. Tank Sion, Suicide Sion, Split Push. I would love to be 10-0 every game. That's all I'm saying.
Say it, bro. Say it. Say it, bro.
No, I mean, it's obviously your opinion unvalidated. Like, no one cares. You play Vayne top and all that. No, I'm just kidding. Memes aside, we decide. But yeah, so but what does that leave you with the Baus, just as the last point? Like, do you think he deserves to be banned, or do you think it's not nice of him, or do you think it's just on Riot?
Yeah, I think overall it's not nice to do that strategy, but like, how would you like define nice and whatnot, right? Like, because a lot of people do all this
Bingo.
weird shit, right?
Bingo.
But if it works for him, he can just keep going ahead, keep doing it until
Yeah,
Riot
why
does
not?
something.
Yeah.
Then I don't know, you know what I mean? Let Riot figure it out.
That's exactly where I'm at. Like, obviously, it's not fun, but I also just care about the process of winning. And like, if I have the Baus on my team, and the Aurelia that's feasting off of his soul is like 10-0, I would still. I like winning. I think that's all I really care about with League, is like the competitive aspect. I just know that he is a winning player, and I would just like deal with it. You know what I mean?
So picture this. Remember, you guys might know Nubrak, right? The Timo support
no.
Dude,
Picture that shit, then.
bro, but
Picture
there's such a
actually consistently
difference.
challenged.
No,
Okay,
he's
but
not.
picture
No,
he's
he's
challenging.
not.
He's not. He's like
Let me look this up.
diamond. He's diamond.
He's like
Yep.
Diamond.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
You
like-
could,
but
dude.
picture if he did hit challenger all the time and
He's
did the
plat two.
strat, always camp top lane.
He's plat 2 right now.
Yeah, and there's Emerald now, so that's even
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah.
Listen. We
That's
can't
what I'm
we
saying,
can't
though, is
compare an ant to like a lion.
Okay,
Like,
true. My fault. Okay, my bad. I'll take that take out. My bad. But I'm just saying, like, that's kind of the same thing a little bit. It's like a strategy that people try.
Unconventional
And if it works-
strategy.
Well,
Is it?
One is more unconventional than the other.
dude, it's but it's not about the conventionality. It's about the fact that one of them works and one of them is stupid. One of them is stupid, and I really hope I never have to play with that guy in my game.
Dude, I had him like, I don't know, a month ago. He was playing Cho'Gath jungle. Like, just something random, and just did not even farm a jungle camp. He just literally just, I was like, dude.
I need to quickly explain who Nubrak is, just so people that don't know. Essentially, he is a low elo player who plays Teemo, but at level 1, instead of going support, he plays Teemo support, but instead of going bot lane, he'll go invisible mid or top lane before the minions spawn. He'll try to cheese a kill off of you, and then after that, he just roams around the map with a no CC, no usefulness, and then there's a reason why he's platinum. All right, anyways.
That's it.
So,
Yeah.
Fogged, what are your thoughts on this?
I don't think Baus is in the wrong at all. I don't think Riot is in the wrong at all. In fact, I'm going to double up on this by saying that Riot should introduce more strategies that are more akin to, like, and unique to, like, an Inting Sion. Because Riot has removed so much of just kind of unique gameplay over the years. Because you got to remember, like, back in Season 8, I got ranked 30 playing AP Trinmere, the only AP Trinmere in the world to even, like, reach Challenger, let alone, like, Master. And Riot nerfed me.
Yeah.
Like literally just went and just like, you know what? We don't like this.
Yeah.
I can't, like, express enough I think Riot should introduce more AP ratios, more AD ratios, more hybrid ratios,
I like
more
that.
champs, allow more build diversity, make more stuff super broken like they used to, and keep it broken and just make other stuff more broken and keep stuff like Zerat Portal, Banner Command, all these other different strategies, and bring that shit back in the game and just have all the like extra fun stuff like back in, because I mean I'm gonna kind of piggyback off what Saskio said. Saskio said he's an ADC. He loves playing a traditional game. If every game ended up being like a traditional game, that would eliminate like 100 different characters from League, from like being useful. League's so fun and so like you could just play it all day because there are so many different strategies going into it. The more traditional that we get to what we call like a perfectly balanced game, the less fun it's going to be, the less the more just meta abusive stuff is going to be, and it's just going to be like, it's not going to be the game that we all started with, and I don't think that's good. I think like back to season 3 to 6 with all the unique strategies. I remember playing. There was a jungle item back in season 5, and Ezreal was taking it.
Oh, everybody was
AP
Purple
Ezreal.
Smite.
Yeah. What is that?
The blue burn thing.
Blue ones, remember? Yeah.
And
Elden something.
Elder Lizard
Yeah,
thing, yeah.
Elder
It
Lizard.
was,
Yeah.
it was so.
Oh my God.
It was so.
What about the
broken.
AP item that was like Ludens?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
that
The
was
AP
like-
jungle item was like Ludens.
Well,
Yeah, every
Ringling or
Ezreal was
something like
taking
that.
it. It was
Ringling.
so.
I thought we were
broken, so
talking about
fun.
like that blue one.
Wait,
Yeah.
Fog, what are you saying? Fog, what are you saying? Sorry.
It was the AP like I remember playing
that's
Ezreal
nice,
mid with that,
Yeah.
right? And it was
Yeah, I know
just
what you're talking about.
more stuff like that, more broken stuff, and just make something more broken. Maybe a slight nerf to that, but like introduce
up the meta.
more like
Yeah,
ways of
That
playing
would
the
be
game.
cool. That'd be cool.
I like-
command. Yeah,
I
hate
like
that.
full AD. I like full split push Sion. Introduce more strategy, more just build diversity into the game.
I am compelled to completely agree with you. I will say, I think that there is a bit of a difference between build diversity / increase of strategies, and like a slight difference between that and Inting, because I think Inting has like such an inherent negative effect on the team you're playing with. But like, I totally agree that Zerat would be great to have, that we need more scalings, and like things might get broken, but then like it gets nerfed. You know what I mean? Like test stuff out. Cause so true. The LC, dude, I remember the reason why I stopped watching LCS is every single game, it was just like 3 bots on one team, 3 top on the other team, who can take the tower first, and then they eventually met at like 15 minutes to fight Dragon, and like it's the same thing every single game, and that's so lame, and like that's so boring. So I agree, it's not the game I fell in love with.
Just to point out my mindset, I came back from a very competitive mindset, like in collegiate and everything. So that's why I'm more molded towards the traditional style of gameplay, textbook gameplay. But from the direction of like growing League of Legends and engaging the player base, I do agree. Yes, we do need all this shit. We do need this shit where people aren't like double jungling and then 2 can take the turret first. Like we need like new items or more interesting items. The ratios are important too, and just bring back the game like where shit was coming out every so often. Like there was like a time period back in the day in League of Legends. You guys remember this? When every 3 weeks there was a new damn champion for like an entire year.
Yeah.
But I think it might have come to a point where the game's lifespan has been here for so long where if you do that again, there's too much content. How do you consume all of it as a new person? Like think about it like this. Like when someone tells you to watch One Piece, right? You're like, hell no, 1,000 episodes, I'm not watching One Piece. But someone tells you to watch like Attack on Titan, you're like, 50 episodes? Okay, that's manageable, right? So I think League of Legends is reaching a point where it's kind of like that, where you can't really do that where you release that much content because the new people that you want coming back into the game or coming to the game are not going to join because there's just too much going on, right? So
that makes
that's what I
perfect
look at it.
sense.
I really like Fogg's idea though, with like bringing other champions, AP ratios and stuff like that. That would legit spice the whole game up. Like picture AP Jace going death cap and stuff like that. I'd love that. You know, like just being able to
That would
go
be
full
so
rock,
sick.
That would be
Introduce
so
AP
sick.
crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
AP
that
crit,
would-
yes, please give me Drew
Oh my!
Talent, man.
Okay, AP crit syndrome? No, come on! Like think about those balls coming at you. Just that's good.
I'm gonna be honest with you
So
guys.
fun.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that in the preseason.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, all honesty, like
AP
that
Black
would
Cleaver,
spice up the
please.
game completely, because then like every champion will have a uniqueness. Not every game will be the same. Like they don't have no tanks. Oh, I'm gonna go AP this champion. Like I'm gonna go like picture Katarina. Everybody had Katarina. You know, like they can go AD or AP.
Yeah,
That would be
like-
so sick.
Yeah, why can like 5 champions do it and like be busted because of it and like
Yeah.
have so much room to like, you know, you can't.
Teemo can
you-
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So one thing I want to actually that I thought about that I'm curious about what you guys think. I think back in the day the game was so much less solved, because I think there were like what is it, the API, and like having all these websites like u.gg and whatever where you can see the highest win rate builds, the best items. I feel like that really solves the game very quickly. Like within 2 days, you know what you should be building, and like all other items are inferior. Do you guys think that they should remove the ability for these websites to grab the stats? Because personally, I would enjoy a more wild west of items, like rather than like just knowing that, hey, if you don't build Divine Sunder on or whatever, like I don't even know, like if you don't build Rocket Belt on Akali, you're absolutely trolling and like I hate you.
I think
Like-
they did that for TFT recently. They like made it so you don't get like the win rates for all the augments and stuff. So people would like just stop meta abusing, and like it was like making TFT really stale. It was like everyone was just abusing what was meta every single game.
Right. So-
The same thing every game.
I think you know, the MMO community deals with this.
I was literally gonna say that. Yeah.
With you know, because every MMO gets released, basically already played, already has guides before anyone else has even played it, even tried it for the first time. There's already a meta build, like Diablo 4 coming out as an ARPG, for example. I know there are some websites like literally already tell you like exactly what to take. No testing or whatever is even needed. I know Maxroll did it, and for like new World of Warcraft stuff, new Final Fantasy stuff, it's just
That's no
all
fun.
of it. Here's the thing, though. Here's the argument, though. Like there are different types of people. Like I know people like legit like Iron players in League who just like, you know, they go and they play and they don't look at these sites. Yeah, like, but the people who do want to meta abuse, who do want to like solve it quickly, who don't want their time wasted, or want to get better quickly to play with their friends or whatever, like having this information, I think is very valuable. I don't think it should be taken away. I don't think it should be limited. And it's for each person to decide whether they want to use the information or how they want to enjoy the game, because it is a game after all.
That's true.
And let's be honest, there's always going to be some way, like even if it's not like stats wise, there's always going to be some way to determine what's the best, what's the meta. Back in the day, it used to be just watching LCS and
True.
looking at what they pick, right?
Very
And-
true.
Right. That's how it was back then. But like, there's always be a way to, you know, find out what the best players are picking and why.
Can't argue with that.
Even if
Have,
you
like-
take these away, yeah, you can go, buddy.
I have like really fond memories from like season 2 and 3. Like I had
Yeah.
no idea what I was doing. All we had was like MOBA Fire.
Yup.
We just
I would
my
just
God.
like
Jace
try out
bot
like
lane all
every
the
single
fucking
like,
time.
item build possible on like every champion as I was like learning the game. It was just like so much
That-
fun.
That's
Remember like APs and Zal, bro?
yeah.
Like,
like,
oh,
so
yeah.
fun.
But-
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying. Like Prof and I literally used to run Jace bot and Karma bot. Lane.
yeah.
Like, that
Yeah,
was it.
the meta was just like more free for all back then too.
I think like I agree with you, Fogged, on the whole like the people that want to try hard should be able to.
Yeah.
But I also feel like they would be able to without the API thing, and it would kind of like with all the stats being publicly available, and it might put everyone on like a more even playing field in that way. I guess I don't know, but I would love if it were tested with the new preseason. Like you have all these new items and runes, and like let's say mythics are gone and there's crit magic items, and it's like the community, I feel like, would even come together as a whole, right? People will be watching more pro play. People will be talking to each other like, bro, can you even believe like spell crit Vigar? Like, and like you like have to like try new things out. It just seems like it seems more like colorful and fun, but like maybe it's just a grass is always greener type of thing. I'm not really sure.
I completely see where you're going with this. Like people be watching more pro play because like they'd be more interested in like, oh, what's this build? Why is he going this? What's happening over here? But no matter what, like if you can cheat, you're gonna cheat. You know, like somebody's gonna figure out something, you know, and like, you know, and just do that. Like
do you think they're gonna get the stats even if it's not public?
Yes, yeah, because you know, like right now, like people are getting usernames in lobbies.
Oh,
they get that away.
True.
Oh, that's true.
Always find a way.
Oh, that's so
they
true.
always find a way. So that's what I'm saying is like no matter what, even if you take it away, people are gonna find a way to like just go around it.
They'll just scan every match history.
Yeah, They're always a way. But I love your idea. I think it's a brilliant idea because it would bring so much spice. Because people would be like building the new champion completely different every game. You know, remember when people used to build Elise tank? They used to rush like
oh my god, I do
Frozen Heart
or Katarina Boy's Katarina tank build,
Sunfire, stuff like that. That's what I'm saying is like it brought so much uniqueness back in the day. But nowadays it's like, oh, Thunder gives us a 60 win rate if you rush that first, you know, and then into National Scoot gives us a 65% win rate. These two combined are the best, you know.
Yep.
Well, let's do that.
I just feel like mythics like ruin the like diversity of like item building.
Yeah.
Like that's where Fog, you know, AP Tryndamere. You can't really.
I think they should just do a stat squish for
everyone.
Just for all items in general.
Like 50%, like just knock everything down.
Because like people complain about too much damage, too much HP, too much haste. You know, they got got the Gragas. You've seen the Gragas clips. They just eat just over and over again. Their perma stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my god, I've got 244 ability haste or whatever. And they're just laughing. But like, you've got like too much possibility for that kind of stuff, which in a way like can take away some uniqueness. But also like going back to the stats thing, you said that having the stats publicly available on these websites gives certain players an advantage, and it doesn't like tryhards an advantage, but like honestly having it so publicly available, like how many like blitz.g, like you know when I coach like silver players, they'll be using blitz.gg. I don't use that shit. Like you know I've used it like you know when I do sponsors, but like I don't like actively use like third-party add-ons. I see a lot of Louisville players do it, like bronze, silver, gold, and you know they'll have the little jungle timers. They can ping their little they can ping the little side button to track people's flashes, whatever, on their screen. And I'm just like, if anything, having all this info does even the playing field more competitively than not having it. Because like having information harder to find, who's that going to benefit? The people that are already in the know.
Well, remember back in the day, they didn't have Dragon Timer. They didn't have, you had to type it. Remember Dragon at 17:05, 17:50. You know?
I'm okay with that though. That was just like tedious.
But that's what I'm saying is like now it's like why not just put camp timer in too? Like what does that hurt?
I think they should personally. I think
that like the Chinese client.
Yeah,
just
like
all my timers like built in.
Really, that's gonna be all my friends, like all my IRL friends, like all of them have the blitz dot whatever it is, and it's like dragon pathing which way to go and all this stuff, and I'm like, what the hell? That's way too much. I don't need that.
That's a bit unfair. IMO to have the timers.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this champion does 90% magic damage, and stuff like that. I'm like, Jesus. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, it's up to Rito. It's such a cute bird.
But like, as I said, ban it completely or not ban it. No matter what, I don't think it does affect anybody. The only thing that I think is, kind of like BS to me is the fact that some people can see champion names in select, where I'm punished by not being able to look up my name.
You can.
That's what's not okay.
But I've literally, if you guys just want like the scoop, I've talked to Riot. They said they're not going to ban you for using it. They just prefer if you don't. So.
Yeah, like that's what I find is like BS. Is
well, then I
ridiculous.
guess everyone can just abuse it then if they're not.
Yeah, like
it doesn't affect 99.
Why do I get this support Yumi player playing in my jungle and not dodging? Like,
yeah, I honestly, that's one thing I've been trying to like personally get better at is like dodging and like, but like,
yeah,
you can't. But now it doesn't matter.
Like,
now you don't know.
Yeah.
And this being able to see
what
if my like support had their summoner spells like swapped, or if their like Talon was their most played, but they're like spamming Yumi with a 30% win rate. It's like
it's just
now I can't see that anymore. And when I get down on my team, we just lose.
Yeah, and then the person that has it,
my time.
The person that has it is literally u.gg, and it's just like, oh, okay, my whole team's on roll, or oh no, this guy is literally 0-10 in the last 30 games.
Right.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that likes that change for the names being incognito? I actually love that change because people can't see my name, so that I can't like get sniped or even vein banned. And here's the thing with League of Legends is I feel like you shouldn't be able to see like if your support main's like a jungle main now first time in Yumi. I feel like once you load into a game, it doesn't matter who's playing what percentage win rate they have. I personally feel like everyone should now be trying to play to win the game.
Exactly.
Dude.
Yeah, but then that's me. So I'm a huge fan of the incognito change.
Yeah,
that's me.
But that's the whole problem is who's actually trying to win. Like, right? Like, who's actually like, is this Yumi player that's jungling the first time ever?
Like, not many people are actually trying to win.
Hold on. Listen. Just because someone, I think that's a little bit too policey, like rank policey. Is like, sure, this guy is whatever. This person, guy or girl, is a like Lulu Yumi main. But like, if they want to play Lee Sin jungle and like they've done it a few times, like let's let them, man.
See stat line 0-20, 0-20, 1 KD, let's just run it, baby. Bro, I had a Shyvana. I just quick little rant. I had a Shyvana play against Aatrox, Lee Sin, Talon, Caitlyn. That was the comp it was against. Guess what it ran? Hydra Triforce. Where's my Frost Gauntlet? Where's my Randuin's? Where's my Death Dance? Why is it not going tank? Nah, I go all AD, man. I'm going Triforce.
That's the new build, by the way, on Shyvana. Just ready to know.
It is a good build, but into all AD?
He's wrong. He's wrong.
All AD? Come on. Get that shit out of here. This is why I hate high elo. I'm out of this shit. I'm done. I quit.
Look, I think this is like an unrelatable thing for most people listening, but I take back everything. Like I agree with Saskia. Like the fact that people aren't like calculating their odds of winning before the game starts and then dodging, bro. It makes streaming undoable, like unplayable, because like people will dodge at the last second, 10-minute queue, dodge at the last second after 4 minutes, dodge again. Like dodging was way too rapid, and at least now it's been cut back because like people aren't calculating like, oh my jungler's off roll and I have two autofills.
Oh, shit, I have $2,000. Like, hey, like, you know what I mean?
But how many people do you guys get hostage in your game now? Like, how many times do you guys see the ghost cleanse?
Never.
Like,
sometimes.
at all?
I haven't seen it this season.
Yeah, I've got it like 4 or 5 times.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. You guys gotta get in winner's queue like me.
Yeah.
I'm very deep in winner's queue.
Like it's. There's a lot of ups and a lot of downs. I feel like it is more positive that you can't see people, but that's where it comes down to. It's like how many people are legitimately also in our boat, That's how many people are like us that don't use third-party programs. That's the whole thing. Because I played against like this guy called Glory of Flame or whatever. He's a well-known scripter. He even said it. Yeah, I'm scripting in high elo. He goes, I only got a 14-day ban. That's it. 14-day ban from scripting.
Yeah.
Like what the hell?
It's tough.
It's like, I don't know. It's just
there are a lot of scripters in high elo right now.
Dude, it's horrible.
I've heard that. You just gotta aim better, in my opinion. Personally,
Aim better.
if you
Dude,
like,
it is not fun, man. Like it's like
Outsmart the scripts.
Zuri, yeah. Like
Pick a champion that auto attacks.
I've got a bit of a. I've been like smiling because I'm like, it's time to bring up a very interesting topic. So, Fnatic drops a League of Legends pro player, Reptile, after he reveals a Smurf account named after Adolf Hitler. This was quite the controversy for reasons I will explain. It actually was so split on Twitter between like 50-50. People were defending him, people weren't. So I want to kind of like get your guys' takes on this. So there is a German AD carry named Reptile who was the bot laner for Fnatic's Academy team. And pretty much what he did was he wanted to play on a different account that had a Draven skin. So he logs into what he thought was a harmless Smurf account. And it turns out it was named Hitler 199, it was named after like this like copy pasta meme. It wasn't like specifically like a Hitler, like it's just like, he's not like a Hitler supporter or anything. It was just a copy pasta from a year prior. He instantly closed out of the name, said, oh crap. And then that was that, got clipped. And I think within like 2 hours or something, he was kicked off of Fnatic. He claims it was his friend who logged into his account and did it for him. The classic, like, my dog ate my homework type thing, or like, we've seen like my friend typed in the racist macro in the past. Like we've all seen that drama from a certain one trick, but I'm curious because the guy's name was, the guy's summoner's name was Hitler 199, playing off of like a copy pasta meme. Do you guys think that, and pending like Riot doing an IP check, do you guys think that he should have been kicked out of Fnatic, or do you think there could have been an investigation, maybe an apology? Like, what do you guys think would have been the correct repercussion, or did Fnatic just nail in the hammer, kick him out? There are less toxic people that are like that would be very appreciative of a job like this and not mess it up.
Let me chime in real quick. No matter what, if you're in the spotlight, you have to walk a straight line. No matter what, like there's kids watching you, there's people watching you all the time. You have to be a good public figure, no matter what. For streamers too, like people, like as we're saying, like the boss, the strategy, stuff like that. If you are gonna be a figure for a company like Fnatic, TSM, and stuff like that, you have to be at least somewhat of a understandable person, be smart about it. Like you can't be doing that stuff. It's like, come on. Like I don't, yeah.
Well, what if he didn't do it? Then do you have leniency towards him if he had no malintent?
If he 100% is guaranteed, he can literally tell them, hey, go check out the IP changes.
Yep.
And like pull out the documents. Like, listen, my IP address was different at this time.
Yep.
You can see the name change, and then you can legit get it all, which they would have logs on that,
So
they would have it.
So then in that case, do you think that he deserves to be kicked out?
No. In that case, if it wasn't him and the IP address has changed and stuff like that, hey man, I'm sorry. Like I was just trying to go on a different account and I just noticed the name. But he probably could have said, listen, I see this name right now. I literally wasn't my account. I was just trying to smurf. My apologies. Like I don't know too much into it, but
yeah.
Like as I said, if you're trying to become a pro and you're trying to you have to walk a silver line. Like you gotta be chip on your shoulder. You gotta be well presented. You gotta be there, because this is gonna be your livelihood. This is gonna be your, opportunity.
Yep. Fogged, what do you think?
Basically, Fnatic Reptile left Fnatic with no choice, because it's a business. Fnatic is trying to make money, with their brand. There's no way in hell that for sponsors, for future dealings, that a drama like this with something so sensitive, especially in Europe.
Yeah.
Didn't he live in Germany?
Yeah, he is a German AD carry with the name Hitler.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's so obvious. It's so obvious a choice. to kick him off the organization. Like, it's just no brainer. Like, he left Fnatic with no choice there.
Yeah.
Whether he actually did it or not, it doesn't matter in terms of like him getting kicked out. Now, in terms of him being a figure, for himself,
Yes.
going down the line, as far as like stream or anything else he wants to pursue, maybe even outside the community, it's just like that's where investigation, whatever, would clear his name for that kind of stuff. But Fnatic, like they made the business move. It's a business. They have to do it.
So
he's academy too, so it's not like they're losing a big all-star name.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. Is like if it was like their main guy, then it's like, oh,
bro, Bjergsen comes out with an account named Hitler or something.
Yeah.
Like I promise you, same shit will happen.
Easily.
That's true.
Yeah. 100%,
So I had this thought while you were talking about like, because you're right. It's on like Fnatic. They don't have a choice, right? Like they are a business. It'd be such a stupid idea. There's so many AD carries that aren't having the name Hitler. And I was also thinking, like, what do you guys think about this? Like, say he didn't do anything wrong other than have like a shitty friend that like really just ruined his life. Would you guys agree that like even like I don't know if I'd even blame Riot for not wanting to do an investigation and like be involved in it, like because like it's kind of like bringing a spotlight onto it in a way when you have an investigation on like what do you guys think about that? Or do you think like it's like does Riot have to do the investigation? Like because like if they don't do it, then like
they don't have to. They don't. At the end of the day, they don't have to. It's if they want to. Like it's like.
Would you blame them if they didn't?
You could only like chime in if Fnatic didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I don't know. It should be quick. They just go when the RP was transferred for the name change, right? And then it'll just be in and out. It should just be quick. But I do understand like. Why even give this a day of light? Like why put yourself, Riot Games in jeopardy? Because then it's like, oh, what about this guy? What about that guy? What about this?
Yeah.
Like, oh, how about this? Person's name.
No, totally.
So,
like personally speaking, like I bought an Iron account a few years ago, and like for one video, let's play one game, and like people. There was this giant Reddit post saying that like I inted 40 games in a row.
Bro, I love
it's like
I love this shit.
Yeah, like I wish Riot would have like done an IP investigation on me to see that like no, it's actually not worth my time to spend 2 days straight inting for one video. But yeah, I think that's a good point, and I wonder. I just like if he didn't do anything other than having a shitty friend. It might just be one of those truly tragic experience. It's like a car accident where like it's just like really
maybe like he like just thinking about that like it is like literally unless if his friend will confess for him like it's literally like screwed like
well he can be a big streamer off of that controversy. I mean,
well streaming, but if he wants to go pro and play in the pro scene it's fun, so,
it helps him chances like get more like eyes as like a content creator.
Oh yeah that's the
a lot of people know about him now.
Off of that Twitter drama. One thing that's gonna be good is like if he wants to be a streamer now, it's gonna bring more eyes like, hey man, was that actually your friend? Like people love drama at the end of the day. That's why like on the news everything's negative on the news. Why? Because people love that negativity. They love that stuff, and it draws a crowd. And that's the thing with him. It's gonna draw a crowd regardless, and people are gonna be interested. Oh, does he log on to another bad account? Remember when Tyler 1 got unpermabanned? How many viewers he had? Because people want to see, oh, is he gonna get permabanned again? Oh my god, he's getting close. Oh, and stuff like that. Like people love that shit.
So true. Sasuke, do you have any opinion? Or I think Body, you already said yours, right? But you guys just wanted to wrap up on this topic.
I think everything's pretty much been said. The only thing I would say is Riot Games should not have to deal with all these tiny little things like, oh, do we deal with this guy? Do we investigate this guy? I think they'll only give a shit if lawsuits are involved. Then they'll start doing shit. You know what I mean? So when it comes to clearing people's names, I think they might do it if they like you, Riot Games. But aside from that, they'll only help if lawsuits are involved. But that's really it. What I have to say about that.
Makes sense. Body, any final remarks?
I completely understand why Fnatic dropped him. Like, they don't want to have to explain to their investors and like all these brand partnerships, like why they still have this guy when he's like such a brand risk for this controversy.
It's business suicide, honestly. It ain't it.
Yeah.
It ain't it.
It's no.
So like truly just is just like GG, but like also like streaming is so much. First of all, I would say like the work you put in versus like the success, like the financials. I think streaming is better because like pros is much more brutal, much harder, pays less. So I think he's honestly kind of being pushed into the right path. Maybe it's not his dream, but I think he definitely has more than a fair shot to be a streamer because, if you look up any of the horrible, we're not even going to go into it. You can do anything as a league streamer and get away with it, apparently. So that's that. So what do you guys think would make pro play more enjoyable / watchable? Like team drama, like international tournaments. Anyone have any remarks? Or I kind of want to start with Body.
I watch a lot of pro play. So yeah, I would love to see more international events. Like the same like teams fighting each other for like an entire 6 months straight is really boring. It gets stale, and then like the meta is like the same. They need to like introduce what was it called? I forgot what it was called, but it's like
Wiener.
You can't like play the same champs. It's like pick their battles.
Berserker mode or something I don't know.
They introduced that. That's how
in
long
Korea.
That would just like make it way
more.
more exciting to watch. Like
great.
see all these champions that have really low pick rates, like finally get played and stuff.
That's so true.
Like see who's like actually just really good at the game because you
That's
like
neat.
Meta
I like
views.
that.
all these kind of champs.
That's
People
Has the
just
biggest champion
abusing
pools.
That's genius.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, that sounds good. I didn't know about that. Yeah, I put LCS on to fall asleep. I'm not like because there's no first blood. There's
Actually
no
can't watch it
nothing.
without falling asleep these
Bro,
days.
like literally, like I remember back in the day, my brother and I used to watch it, and he'd be like, "Here, wake up, man! There's about to be a team fight." Like 20 minutes in, as soon as I pass out,
There's 1-1.
Yeah.
I think the tournaments were more fun, rather than like an actual like season.
Yeah,
Like
MSI and stuff like that.
yeah, because
I
like the short form content for me, like I can't be bothered waiting till next week to find a winner. I watch Netflix. I watch an entire season.
Yeah.
I want to like get to the point where the climax of the tournament. Not just wait entire like 3 or 4 months.
Lose your hype.
It's like the same thing with like if you think like NBA basketball, right? Like individual games can be hype. Why? Because maybe a certain player has like 50 points in a game.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just like you just watch if you just occasionally like watch basketball. You watch in the background or whatever.
Yep.
But like playoffs, that's like where it's at. So I think with League, they're in the unique position where it's like the tournaments like actually did well and like could still perform well even now, even without the season.
Yeah. I think that the hype of the tournaments, like the international tournaments, is like unrivaled, and I think that people crap on NA players, partially, mostly because the lack of skill and performance in tournaments, but like also everything is so PC and like no one's gonna flame anyone, so like there's no dramas like the whole double lift and I don't even remember anymore, honestly. There used to be some hate back in the like Reggie versus Hotshot.
Oh my god, yes.
It was way more hype back then.
Yeah, like whatever happened to that? Like
Bro, and then
like no rivalries anymore
too. Like remember when Team Curse was about to get eliminated and stuff like that, or CLG? And I was like, oh my god,
they got eliminated anymore.
I was like, holy, that was intense.
Yeah.
Internet changed, like canceling stuff is like my option. Like everyone wants to take the safe route. Nobody wants to say anything wrong. Everybody's got somebody tell them what to say, or like tell them at least the conversation they're about to have instead of it be
natural,
like, more real.
Yeah.
It's like you watch any professional sport, like, traditional sport press
It's all
conference.
scripted.
It's literally the same responses over and over again.
Yeah.
It'll be like, what you think? You just got dunked on, Froggy Fresh over here.
Yeah.
It was a team effort. It wasn't just me. My whole team. We all collectively failed.
PR.
And then the person that gets punished is the one that goes outside the box all the time, and then they get less interviews and stuff like that. It's so crazy.
And then you watch the Scara interview from back in the day where it's like some guy's just trolling him.
That was so funny.
That stuff is just
oh my
great.
god, that one random
Yeah, I forgot that guy's name, but yeah,
I remember that though. Yeah,
it's like, I don't know. I do understand like the whole, like, to an extent. I probably understand less than a lot of people, like being sensitive. Well, yeah, like being sensitive and all that stuff on the internet. But I also think that, like, if it's an agreed upon thing, like maybe like I'm not going to be like it's like sneaky still in LCS and then like call this guy a fucking douchebag out of nowhere, like, or you play like shit. But like maybe it can be agreed upon to like have rivalries and like, hey, like I'm gonna call you out, like let's have some friendly banter and like let's let the crowd play into it. It doesn't have to be like full of hate to have drama. It can just be like more than a PC. I love my team. I love the world, and thank you for my opportunities with Cloud9. The one thing I will say that blows my mind, it's kind of definitive proof of this whole shift in internet, is I have a few friends that were on this, they're signed to a esports org, an LCS team. I'm not going to say which one because I just don't want to. They were told they can't say the word crazy because it is offensive to people with mental disabilities, like people that are crazy. Like, is that not the most bizarre thing you've ever heard?
Pretty bizarre.
I don't know. I just think that whole thing is like, it's gone.
Everything.
So what you guys are saying is you feel like LCS has become too like businessy, especially with the introduction of franchising.
They have to though. Like back in the day, they didn't know it was gonna grow that big. Let's be real. Esports, everybody was just like going with the flow, just having fun, And then it just started to pick up more and more and more. And it's like, okay, now we gotta go. Like we gotta start doing this more professionally. We gotta start doing. It's like your streaming career.
But why?
Like when you have like 10 to 20 viewers, or like at first, or like 5. You're just whatever, F you, and then you start like popping off, like 20 people, 200 people.
But what if the reason why esports got so big was because it was full of genuine people that weren't afraid of talking shit? And on that note, the biggest streamers right now, 2 of them are T1 and Dante's, people that haven't changed. If anything, like T1's gotten like dulled down and like slightly less enjoyable because he like just I don't think he really has the passion he did anymore. Like, but Dante's has not changed, and like people love seeing like the crazy, like the energy, the like not afraid to flame, like you know what I mean, like
even Keshu or whatever, that new guy, like he's even popping up now.
Screamo.
Screamo, let's go.
I think that's why I fell in love with LCS 2 a long time ago, where it was just a lot of personalities, a lot of stories. You had Chaos, Dyrus, Scara, I'm a Cutie Pie, Gromp, all these names, like, and now as League of Legends, like LCS slowly progressed, it just felt like there was just no stories being told, and then just players being slotted in, like corporate stuff. And then now they're trying to redo it a little bit, but it's too late. We've lost that touch, right? Everyone's already long gone, where like all these new players, they're trying like on contracts, Dokla, but it's just not the same,
And
right?
they would like all stream as well, and like since they didn't make that much money, they would be forced to like make content and like have personalities and stuff. But these days they don't like do that anymore. Like I don't know like half of these people.
I don't know. I don't know any of these people.
Like TSM House or Curse House?
Yeah, me, 100%.
Oh, I was all that.
TSM.
Dude, when Reggie and like was blowing like Wild Turtle shit up, like, bro, why'd you enter?
Oh my god, bro!
Like,
it was like
dude, chill.
It's like,
And
oh,
Reggie was like hovering
Yeah.
over Dyrus while he was playing. He was just like,
oh yeah,
flaming it.
yeah.
He just
Oh
like
my god,
smashes
yeah.
his
Yeah,
dead.
he's like, I'm just trying to play League. You know,
dude, that was
that's
see, that
what I'm
was
saying. Like that shit was amazing. Like
Yeah.
that brought the drama. That brought everything. You're just seeing like your favorite players. Like
yeah.
and you're just like you're bringing everything. And now it's like we don't see the behind the scenes because everybody wants to be more professional. Everybody wants to be, you know, stuff like that. But that was amazing. Like you saw Saint Vicious being like, "You guys all suck." You know, like every single one of you guys are playing like shit. You know, I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Like elements
You
and
have to like
stuff
watch him
that.
get drunk and like flame his team back
dude,
there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Bro.
dude, I love that shit.
Like I understand it, like it hurts your feelings temporarily, but like a little bit of like hate, like fraternity hazing when it's like the boys, like it's good content and like I know it's not nice to hear, but like get it. I don't know, that's fine.
I mean, like as I said, I've worked construction. I have thick skin. I've done college soccer. You know, I've done all that stuff. So like you know, like oh, $2,000, Garrett, you're too short. What the hell are you doing, buddy? Like you're 5'8" playing goalkeeper. You're crazy. Like you're gonna get chipped. And like they're like, okay, you know, you're not that bad. What the hell? You're a little cheetah. You know, like.
Yeah,
You know, like so, yo, Sasuke's
Whenever I do that, it's copium, by the way.
dude, yeah, he's gonna
Shut up,
he's-
man! I was good. I was good.
he's gonna smoke you at TwitchCon. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, like it was like I understand like flame is whatever. Like it's not like sticks and stones will break my bones. That's you know that's why we get chat restricted. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Honestly,
But
true.
seriously,
That is why it's a thing. You can just mute or get muted. I don't know.
that's what I don't understand is these people like. If you don't like what I'm typing, just mute me. Like, why you gotta report me? Like, I'm not that bad.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not that bad.
Hey, I'm gonna report you all day of the week. What I'm saying is like it's just these things that like you're like stopping people from allowing them to like be real and like have these emotions and like you, but like not even that. Like I'm not saying like everyone should be mean to each other, but like yeah, exactly. They're turning everyone into PR robots, and it's like, bro, I played solo queue with you like a week ago, and you told me to kill myself. Like why are you like capping now? Like
I don't know. I don't know if you guys watch professional sports, but it's like baseball. You hit a home run, you can't flip your bat. You can't. You just gotta. Oh, you just gotta go to first, go to second. You know, you do that stuff.
Really?
You get hit the next. Yeah.
Why
like
not?
stuff like that. You can't showboat. You can't do that. Like
Oh, dude,
like it's an unwritten rule.
That's
stuff like that.
That's crazy. Dude, yeah, I think like that's just the thing. Like there needs more opportunity to be real.
Yeah, I miss that. Yeah, that's what. That's
Guys,
what
that reminded me of a story.
What?
When Dandy was in NA in the NA Challengers, when Clerky brought him over, he was playing against Santorin, and they had an interaction in solo queue where Santorin was like flaming him or something. So what Dandy did was he printed out the chat logs of him and Santorin, and after he like 3-2'd Santorin on stage, he handed it to Santorin as they were shaking hands, but there was no coverage anywhere on that because no one saw it.
What?
But that was so funny.
That is so funny. Damn.
Oh my lord.
See, that's lit. That's like
Yeah, that is
bro,
pretty cool.
Content.
like
That is pretty cool.
like
I didn't even
that
know
is-
about that story.
yeah. I like Dandy though. I think he has a personality. I didn't know anything about him before. I didn't even know. I barely remembered who he was. Like,
Worlds.
yeah, I know. I just like, but it's just so long ago.
Oh,
That was season 4.
Yeah.
whoa, look at yous.
Well, freaking
Yeah.
encyclopedia body.
Yeah,
He's like lash guy.
actually, you know, as I'm
I
googling
love
everything
pro
right
play,
now.
dude. I used to love it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Is bring back that old stuff.
So
Actually, a co-streamer. I don't even like co-stream it.
Yeah, I know, you got
that's
the
what I'm saying,
right
you were
hat.
so
Like, don't
excited.
care
I
about
remember,
LCS anymore, man.
First, like Sweat's video, Bonnie's like, guys, you know, I got co-streaming. Let's go. We're all like sick. And then next thing you know, I'm like watching Body stream. LCS is on. I'm like, where's my stuff?
yeah.
You know?
Like we didn't answer the question. What would make LCS more enjoyable? We like danced around it.
I answered.
Well, we said drama and tournaments.
That's the whole
Drama?
thing. The
Okay.
drama,
And
the
tournaments.
the
Workshops.
TSM,
Spice
you
up
know,
the meta.
like watching your favorite team, stuff like that. Bro, like, I like that, like, pro cam that they did. You know, like, where we could watch the preview.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
apparently-
was really cool.
Apparently,
No one.
Yeah,
How
no
many
one-
people used it?
Yeah, apparently no
Yeah,
one
but
used
they,
it.
they should do that
It was
free,
so
though.
great to like learn off of.
Like, that would be cool to watch Faker or watch. Just do it for free. That I'd watch more LCS.
You get to
watching,
see how
like-
pros could
No.
farm for
Burning money,
LCS
bro.
in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I would love to see how they play Jace. No, I would love to see like how like they play my champion and stuff like that. You know, like
That's gonna
like
give
how
away.
they do their acceleration gate, if it's quick casted, if it's not.
They're gonna give away
Stuff
all
like
their secrets though. But yeah, I think we've pretty much nailed that topic. So I guess what do we have? Like we only have a few topics left. We've actually been going for an hour and a half, which is really cool. I feel like this was like kind of just burned through, like really fun.
I got like a few minutes left in me.
Yeah,
I'm starting to die.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
sickness.
Fogged is very sick right now. He's got the itis.
He's been shooting. Dude, he hides it so well. Like seriously, like I was like, oh shit.
I mean, I'm
forgot
at
all
push
about
dog. I'm
Oh, do you,
You're
oh,
insane.
shit. Fogg, do you want to head off now and we'll just resume without you?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, guys, comment, get well soon, Fogged, and thank you for freaking toughening this out, man.
For real, man. You've been amazing.
Feel
There
better.
you go.
Later. Feel well soon. Okay, all right, and there were 4. You guys were
Now George has to edit it all in now because all
Yeah,
the things
yeah.
are different now.
Dude, you guys are much more beautiful with a bigger camera.
I really don't want to see Sasuke. Like, can you just put his camp down?
Dude, I've been blocking 2 guys. I put a sticky note over his
Dude.
head, not to move it now.
Dude, Sasuke's got a
Because that's
beautiful
all I've been doing. I
background.
don't know where you are, but I've been flicking you off the whole time. Wherever the hell you are, fuck you.
Okay. Ooh, this is so I think we already talked about the scripters body, right? You already wrote that down, but
Yeah.
so I want to get down to the nitty and gritty for all the newbie wooby boobies. What is the #1 best champion to climb with in low yellow or mid yellow, whatever, anything that's not like Diamond Plus, for solo queue for each role? So
Give it to body.
yeah, body, and like we're gonna speed run this because there's like 20 champions we're going, so just like each role, why,
Each roll?
like
Shit.
yeah, so like,
I'm just going to list
one
like that.
champion.
champions that are really easy to like pick up and play. You don't need like a lot of skill on,
So what are we trying to get?
and that
to
just like
gold?
helps you win the
Gold
game
Evo.
faster. So top lane like Garen or Tryndamere, jungle maybe like Rek'Sai, mid lane Annie, AD carry, like honestly like any of them. Yeah, no, they all like kind of play the same, pretty similar play styles. Support.
Yeah, what's the good
Listen.
champion? What's a good champion to climb with for support? I think
Melio. 100%
No, what?
Melio.
Melio's an enchanter. I feel like, dude,
Right?
I feel like enchanters
She's
suck
got
for
disengage,
climbing.
she's got range for the AD,
Yeah,
and
but-
she got a cleanse.
But
I
bro,
feel like that's broken.
Wouldn't you? I have
Or
this.
he. Sorry, he. I said he. I said he.
Whoa.
That's it. You're
I said he.
you're so done.
Take the Reddit thread.
But dude, don't you guys feel like Lux and Brand and like
Oh,
champions
that's
that
not-
There's like so many easy like ADCs
Okay,
and like
Lux isn't bad
supports
too.
that I just like
but-
don't even know what to pick actually.
no, but like I mean, like if you had to, like, us being like high level players, if you
Xerath.
yeah, so like if you had to make a new account, go unranked to diamond with just support, I feel like I would do Lux and Xerath. Because they have pick potential, they can roam and get kills and actually carry. Just my thought.
Maybe do like Blitzcrank. Like you just have to land that one skill shot.
Yeah, that
What-
one hook. Yeah.
But then what if your team is too stupid to like follow up with it because it's
Yeah,
low
buddy.
elo?
Or you hook the tank and then you just screw up your whole team. You know, like, yeah.
You
Oh,
hook,
that's your fault.
you hook the pre-rework Galio.
Get good, noob.
All right, Sauce. Let's
a learning
hear
lesson
yours.
for
What's
you.
your saucy? What's your
Yeah,
saucy?
give us the sauce.
The entire
Where's the
list?
sound?
One champion
just-
each role?
from
Yeah,
drop-
one
Can you just
champion.
like list all of our one tricks?
Alright. So for top lane, you should play a champion. So when you're playing League, you want to play champions that have a lot of value just by existing near people. Like you don't want to like play champions like Twisted Fate because like there's a lot of movement involved. Like for example, Set. If you exist near someone, you're probably going to utilize a champion about 80%, even if you're a noob. So for my list, I would say top lane Renekton. Good CC,
Oh, yeah.
very early pressure, decent scaling.
Love that.
Jungle Udyr, because just by existing near someone, you are already utilizing a majority of your champion.
That's actually smart.
Mid lane, Pantheon. Two
Oh
buttons.
yeah.
WQ on repeat over and over again. You do have to learn how to dodge to weave before you get in there, but yeah. ADC, Tristana. Strong early game, crazy scaling with the range, constant push, which is what you want in solo queue for the most part. Perfect champion. People will say Ashe and MF, which is fine, but I think Tristana's best. And then support, you need to get in there. You need Nautilus, Leona, Ike. You want to get in there. You don't want to like play the spacing game. So that's my champion is very like in there type of list where by going in you are achieving stuff, and That's my list essentially. What do you guys think?
Many people
I
like to
dude,
play those
I
good
don't,
ones
I,
on
don't, I don't
start
think it's
fight.
bad. I like
Yo,
your
on the
Renekton.
top.
I think Pantheon's OP. Like a bad Pantheon can literally shit on almost anybody here because it just goes in and presses the combo, ease out every time.
Yeah, I've
Like it's
100% copy paste Saskio's, but I would like to add LeBlanc for the if you need an AP version of a mid laner. I think she's so easy to play.
oh, Nivea.
Yeah. Dude.
That's too hard. That's too
Yeah,
hard. Bro.
plus, like-
That's too hard.
Nivea over LeBlanc?
Well,
Too much movement.
Well,
it's
it's
all
like-
movement
Yeah,
based.
Yeah.
LeBlanc's too hard. That's what I'm saying. LeBlanc is way
Maybe
No,
you could,
LeBlanc is easy.
scale-
dude, LeBlanc takes no skill at all.
Yeah, LeBlanc is easy. Watch some Bob Quinn. You're good to go, baby.
Okay, all right, my bad. Shit, my bad. Shit, my.
Well-
I was thinking of like these players that have like, you know, like they gotta play a cheat.
Wait,
You get
You
canceled
know?
again.
Greg, wait,
Yeah.
I actually don't understand what were you doing with this? I don't get it.
Nothing. Don't worry.
I
don't
genuinely
worry.
don't understand.
No hands?
Yeah, no hands. You know,
Oh,
people.
yeah, you don't
no
need hands to play LeBlanc. But wait, Greg, give us your 5.
Okay, my 5. I would say I was thinking more Pantheon top lane, Anivia mid lane. My buddy, as I said, sucks booty cheeks at the game. Hit Diamond 1 last season playing Hecarim. Literally hit Diamond 1 from silver all the way to Diamond 1, just spamming Hecarim. 70 win rate now. Like,
Jesus.
what the hell?
That's crazy.
So
actually.
you tell me, you know. And
Yeah.
then for support, I like the Nautilus, I like the Leona, but I like Karma. I think Karma's really good. She's got the poke, she's got the disengage, she's got the tankiness. You can go whatever you want with her. And for 80, I think Caitlyn. I think Caitlyn overall is going to give you a safe pick, safe everything. You can go static shiv if you want faster wave clear. You can do whatever you want on Caitlyn.
I like it.
The fully pouty Caitlyn build right now is like pretty brain dead.
Oh
Just,
my
like,
god, with
press
Dark
R.
Harvest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like.
First strike, dude.
I think
Oh, first
Saskia's.
strike. I didn't.
Press R, first strike, you get a couple hundred gold.
I think Saskia's
like, half
reasoning
HP.
to have that wave clear is unmatched though. Like and like also to have that giant jump and a shoot the enemy
Yeah.
jungler away. Like it just seems like such an easy
I
choice.
just see that a lot of low elo people will miss a lot of CS because of that. And with Caitlyn,
the
you're
E.
not missing. You know,
That's so true,
the E.
actually.
That's why I think Caitlyn's really good because you're still farming. You can still push. You can still be aggressive, or you can still be passive. Like if you get a
It'll
crappy
be harder
support
to
with
like
Caitlyn,
learn wave
you have your
management
lane.
playing Tristana.
Yeah,
True.
that's
Just
like
always fucked.
it's like Draven, always pushing. You know, you're always
Yeah.
going.
True.
Yeah.
I think the one thing I'll switch from Saskio's Campi Pasta is Lux or Xerath for support instead of an engage. I think you got to play for yourself if you want to climb. And I'm stealing kills on Lux. I'm gonna go 5-0, get a Medjai's, and then stay so far back and keep stealing kills with my laser. And eventually, I'll carry the noobs.
I do agree with
many
that. Like,
people
you
here-
should like carry supports and lower elo, like get yourself out because you can't rely on anyone.
No,
Yeah.
you can't.
But
But
yeah.
how many people here actually like would love it if they had a jungler that would just camp their lane 24/7? Like
Everyone?
yeah, like, that's what I'm
No,
saying. That's what I'm
no.
saying. Like,
No, I
picture if
hate
you
it.
got yourself ahead. Like, you
I
had a
would hate
jungler like that didn't like weak side you 24/7. You know, like it would just be, you know, like how much higher you'd climb because you don't have to deal with these other people. Like, oh, I'm getting camp top lane. You know, I can't do this. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like you got to make sure that you get yourself ahead. You got to make sure because these people don't help you. So play champions that you can do that with.
Yeah,
I was watching Prof yesterday and he was typing to a Graves. Please don't come mid lane again. Thank you.
No, literally,
Yeah.
dude. You know
always types
why?
out after,
No,
like,
because
one thing
no, it's
goes wrong.
because
It's so funny.
dude, it's because it shouldn't be going wrong in the first place. Like I'll play, dude. I'm pre six,
perfectionist.
bro. I'm pre 6 Akali. Why are you ganking my lane? When it's like when it's like D1 Master Tier, like they're gonna counter gank. They're nearby. The second they see you, they can just pat. Anyways, it doesn't. I'm just ranting. I don't like getting ganks at all until I'm 6 because more than half the time it'll end up me losing the lane. So I like
hate
it's
that.
I start messaging my junglers like don't come mid until 6. So
I hate when one gank goes bad and your lane just
dude,
you know, you just know like you're just now it's
yeah, and like the game Saskia was referencing, the enemy jungler was a Master E, so it was actually just over.
Oh man, I love those. Yes.
Yeah.
That's another good jungler if you're decent like at the
Oh
game.
yeah.
Like we didn't even think about like if you want to carry yourself,
If
Master
your
Yi,
auto attack key like bounded to
you just
your
gotta
like
make sure to
left
press
right click,
W.
you can
Yeah.
play Yi.
I just feel like I could be. I'm not trying to disagree with it, but I just feel like when you play Master Yi and like you're low elo, you'll just end up getting one shot. But then again, they don't focus you as well, so that's tough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
You
still
don't
biased
CC.
against
Yeah.
Master Yi. I've heard it for like the last couple months.
Bro, I just think that if
you played
it,
against it,
I
Toss?
just. Oh.
No. Prof is just very biased. Whenever we mention Master Yi, he always like says bad shit about it.
Dude,
Yeah,
he's
every
just,
time.
I lose with him on my team every single time. He's like,
I hate that champ on my team.
yeah, he's so worthless. He's like, it's like a Kane that's not like charisma. Like just dude, literally useless for
I'd
15
rather have a
minutes.
Kane than a Yi.
I hate Canes. I had a
I'd rather have Yi.
Kane, no form.
Oh my god, dude.
I-
Just literally kill me. Like I don't.
He was like, my CS is good. My CS is good. I'm like, bro, but you have no form. You're doing nothing for us. Like, come on.
Yeah, like I feel like in solo queue, he's such a hard / potentially, I would say bad, but charisma is kind of clapping in high elo with him. I just like, just not having form for the first
You just
15
gotta know.
minutes is like you're so worthless.
The problem with junglers is they don't adapt to the game state. They go into the game with the mindset of, I'm gonna full clear, I'm gonna do this. Where the top laner could be pushing in, he could be no HP, but their mindset is still, I'm doing Krugs, I'm doing this. Like if junglers could play like chess and like understand like every game is different, every situation is different, the game would be better. Because what as I tell these people all the time is, if you go into the game with a mindset, you're not gonna actually be a good player. You have to adapt to the game. You have to change. Every game is different. Every situation is different. You know,
Yeah.
like the matchup could be like top lane, favorable for, your team, but something could happen where it's like, oh shit, he's pushing in. I'm going to skip these camps. I got red buff. Let's just go kill him real quick and then go back to your camps. Stuff like that.
It's like, I know what you mean and where you were at mentally to say that. Okay. But yeah, so I think we pretty much covered that. The best champions. So I'm gonna give you guys the floor to talk about literally anything you want before we go. And then, wait, really quick. Guys, this will be the part where we answer questions from you guys in the comments. Also, if you made it this far, even if you don't have a question, please do me a favor and type any 3 random numbers. 1, 2, 3, 6, 6, 6, 4, 2, 0. Yeah, like
696.
Yeah, literally, like, just so we know that you've made it this far. One more thing I will request for this one and probably the next 1 or 2 we do is like, please, if you guys don't mind, like, give us feedback. Like, are we interrupting each other too much? Is it making it unenjoyable? Like, or like
Two Grand talking too much?
It'd be
Dude,
not
I already see that one fucking comment.
I feel like
I already see the fucking 2 Grand hate club gonna be like, dude,
Tigran, just shut up.
Should we flame him more, guys?
but yeah, like, please let us know in the comments what you think, and like what you like and don't like, or just a comment saying that you made it this far. Okay, so the last
but
bit.
I do like that idea though. Like anything just to give us feedback, anything to let us know, like, hey, I like this, or the mic quality, or this, the backgrounds, or something, like what's distracting, what's not distracting. That will help us out because we want to improve this. We want to make sure this is good for you guys too. Because this is what we are enjoying. As you can tell, everybody's smiling. Besides Saskia, because that bitch never smiles. But yeah.
I will say that the mics and the backgrounds are kind of doomed. There's not really much we can do about that.
Yeah.
But increase.
Yeah, but yeah, we can always figure shit out. Though.
And honestly, if it is 2 Grand's mic, like, I'm sure everyone will comment, we will do another merch drop for him to be able to go outside and like afford food.
I need it, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I need it. We are struggling lately. I need it.
Is it his home? Is literally even his
I got invaded.
Even his home is disconnected right now. His screen, it's a back screen or something. I don't even know.
Dude, I can't show you guys because there's literally a hole in the through my window right now. All right, so I can't.
Wait, actually?
No, not actually.
Okay. I was like, that'd be really good content. But yeah,
I patched it up like a week ago. Don't worry. Some guy rocket launched like GTA. Just kidding.
Jesus. And then also, last thing, I've already asked so much of you guys, but like, if you do have any discussion ideas you want us to talk about, we will give you a shout out. We will all 4 or 5 of us will say we love you. And yeah, okay. So is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we head out? Like anything like random that's going on with you, or whatnot. Oh wait, we do have one thing at the very end.
I was waiting for the big stun over here. It's like, hey man, like guys, come on, don't take me out.
Anything,
we have that one big thing.
Anything before that?
We all were a part of too, which is cool.
Anything before that, Sasuke, Greg, Body?
I love you guys. Watch my Twitch, please. I need love. Send me love.
Hey, no, I need love, bro. All right. Oh, I will say, you know, let's all give a warm welcome to. Wait, never mind. I was gonna say something. I was gonna leak something. Never mind. All right. So, moving on from the I have the itis. Anyways, so Sasuke has something coming out. I can't. Can I call it Can I call it the S word? A C?
No, you can't call it anything. It's just
How about
okay.
Take
I'll explain. All right.
Yeah, let's Sasuke. Look how excited he is. This guy's smiling.
Yeah, I've been working on it. I've been having a good time, but yeah. But obviously, you can show the clip on screen, your screen, whatever it is, Prof.
Wait, Greg. Wait, okay, I can do that actually. Give me 1 sec.
Let's show the snippet first, and then react to it, and then I'll explain it.
All right, is there anything in the sweats chat that might be bad for me to show? Because I'm about to do it live.
No, it's just Fog saying he's sick. That's
no.
Yeah.
All right, I'm dying. Okay, I see the video.
Are you go up too high?
Are you here tomorrow, Big? Okay, I'm scrolling up right now. All right, so here we go. What is podcast? Okay, it's the doc for all our topics. Okay, cool. Nothing bad. All right, I'm gonna pull up this video. And I'm gonna increase the volume. That's loud.
Oh, I can't wait to watch this with you guys.
Here we go. We're watching.
Wait, no, you're not screen sharing.
I'm not screen sharing, but you can watch it.
Okay. Like, dude,
honestly, yeah,
sick.
these.
Like, it is so sick.
So is this the intro then?
No. So basically, what I'm working on, guys, is I'm working on like a big project that I will be releasing in.
Wait. 1 sec. It's about to be over. Okay. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. All right, exiting out of that. I'm gonna go back to our chat. All right, we are good. Keep going.
All right, so basically, guys, I'm working on a pretty big project that I've decided to take on myself. I can't reveal directly what it is yet, but it's kind of obvious if you kind of just think about what you can and can't do in League. But that is just a little snippet. It's not an official like trailer or anything. It's just a snippet because I had to make something to show my stream because I decided to now only stream 2 days a week, and they're like, wait, what the hell is going on? Why are you only streaming 2 days a week? So I'm like, guys, I'm working on something, but you guys have to trust me. Give me time. But check out the snippet in the meantime. So
hold on, what is so obvious? I have no clue what you're talking about, and I'm not like just saying that. You're saying, oh, it's kind of obvious if you think about like, no, it's not. Like,
there is nothing that we can tell from that.
Yeah, like okay. So what do we know so far? It's League of Legends, and it's multiple creators.
Yep.
So
and that's it. That's all we know.
What does that mean? Like, is it going to be like?
Are they just playing 5v5 or like what's going on?
I'm gonna gas up without saying any details. It is the most unique thing League of Legends content has seen in a very, 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 very. I can't think of anything better, to be completely honest with you. I'm assuming since it's season 1, it's gonna have a little bit of its hiccups, but like the concept and the execution and apparently the editing is going to be It's gonna be the best League of Legends content that will be posted at least this year. I really don't have. I just don't have anything to compare it to. I don't want to like blow you too hard, but like it truly is so special. It is. Can I say like? Do you want to give like a rough estimate of how long it took to record at least, just so people understand the scale of it?
Yeah. So just to record with other people, it took like 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks, 10, 11 weeks even sometimes. Okay, it depends. Like I don't remember. 8 to 11 weeks essentially. It took a long time. I had to spend a lot of time catching different shots after it happened and just planning out like what's happening next and scheduling times so that a lot of people can come out. So it was a lot of work, but FYI, Body, Prof, 2 Grand, and Fogged are all in it. So they're all in it, and
along with a lot of other people.
I'm just saying, It was the most fun I've ever had playing League of Legends. Especially like not with these guys. I hate playing with these guys. I got to play with other people.
Wait, do that again since you have the green screen. That was interesting.
Wait, how about this one instead?
Okay.
Hey, how about this one?
Block 3,000.
No joke.
69,000.
I cannot wait to see like everybody like personalities in this and just see like in the sweats and stuff. It's exciting.
It's yeah. So this is all just a mini teaser before the teaser of Saskio's new thing that will be on his YouTube channel, which in case you don't know how to spell, it's just SASKIO. And then LOL is after
LOL.
Yeah, LOL. Don't forget, that's why it says Saskio LOL. Don't forget that LOL.
Haha, LOL. But yeah, so there's that. I think it's time to do. I'm gonna do a quick speed run through all of you guys to gas you up, and then you can just talk about yourselves. So we're going to Frolic first since he's gone. Frolic for the Win 2 makes just 2v2 and Summoner's Rift content. He also streams. He's a challenger player. He also coaches. Amazing informational content. We got Body, who has Azir gameplay and 2v2 videos, unique 2v2 ideas, and he's also streaming and going with me to Korea. Saskio, challenger, multi-challenger Vayne player, makes Vayne content educational and entertaining. Also gonna, luckily, thank God someone's doing it. He's breaking away from the standard league stuff and really going above and beyond for something really cool and creative.
Outside the box.
Yeah, that's for sure. And then we have 2 Grand. He is a Emerald J streamer. No, I'm just kidding. 2 Grand, one of my closest online friends. I met him in League Season 2. He has been streaming for a long time now. He's Master GM. I think he's been challenger before.
I hit GM once.
So he's a very high elo. Jace One Trick, who is a very entertaining stream. You can count on him to reply to you in the chat if you want to go flame him, which I recommend. I enjoy doing it.
He loves it.
And then, I mean, I guess I'll give myself a plug. I've been challenger a few times in the past, and I usually GM every season for like a month before I just don't want to play anymore. And then I make Akali content and then random troll builds. So that is going to be, I guess, it. Any closing remarks, guys?
That was fun.
Nah.
That was fun, dude.
I hope you guys are enjoying this, and I hope you guys like
chill.
literally let us know, if you guys want more of Saskio's teasers, because next one we can probably give you more.
Yeah, maybe he might be shirtless on this teaser. No, but
and leave in a comment who you want to see shirtless. All right, because if you guys say me, I will be shirtless next one for you guys. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, honestly, guys, it's been an hour and 51 minutes. This was so much more enjoyable, so much more chill, and I kind of just told the boys hey, every reason that I wanted to transition into this, and they all agreed. And then we came up with these ideas in maybe 5-10 minutes. So next week we should be even more preparing, binge chilling. Any ideas in the comments would be very helpful. But I already said that, so I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm not even going to say leave a like and subscribe because I hate when YouTubers say that. So I think we're just going to say thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, you are an absolute G. You're the best. Type in any flame comment in the comments for 2 Grand, just so we know.
Please do. That would be amazing. Just say 2 Grand, I hate your hat. If you guys say 2 Grand, I hate your hat.
That's the one. Just because there will be natural hate comments for you, of course. Yeah. Just kidding.
No, they come, baby. They fucking come.
Hey, it's what happens when you have the biggest personality. But anyways, guys, we're gonna sign out here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Let's wave. No, let's all wave.
Oh, Chuck.
I am so happy to finally announce my new Team and I's brand new shop, Game Elite. If you guys are looking for the highest quality gaming mouse pads, merchandise, t-shirts, posters, hoodies, so much more, go to gameelite.shop and you guys will not be disappointed. To check out the highest quality materials and art I have ever seen.